Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief?
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
I'm running to a phone. There's been an accident. I think the pier collapsed.
Was Svetlana Rumyantseva there?
There must be some mistake, Chief.
The mistake was beating up my brother.
You did seriously rough up my men at Rumyantseva's apartment. You can hand over the ID too. He won't need it anymore. Svetlana, we've got to find her, Victor.
Am I under suspicion of anything other than an evening walk?
We know you helped Rumyantseva escape. And I know she was sleeping with your father. I told you, he had no secrets from me. I was helping him. I'm running out of patience. Where is she?
And what do the secret police want from her?
That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
If you want something from me, you just need to ask.
I have a better idea. You tell me what you know, and I know where your papa's little black book is. Quid pro quo?
I want to know who stole my father's grimoire.
This time, you go first.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here. Why did you help Svetlana?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No, but once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
I need to get out of here.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Shulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
This has been an especially difficult night for me.
Is everything all right with Svetlana?
Why do you ask?
You two left without saying goodbye. Did something happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest, and now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Will you ever let me in on the secret?
For now, I don't want to risk it. I don't even want to talk about it here. That your sister can remain uninvolved. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
Were you eavesdropping at the door again?
I did that once, almost 20 years ago. Besides, I live here. Or so I thought.
It's my house too, isn't it?
I want to know who comes into our house.
Grigori is a good friend of mine. I owe him my life. He can visit me whenever he likes.
With friends like that, looking for enemies sounds like a pointless bother. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurissa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced a Thaumaturge to me.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you alright? What were you doing there?
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him, and now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. You haven't experienced anything unusual recently?
Nothing so remarkable, given I'm living with the Thaumaturge. You think there's any way I'd have let a golem slip by me?
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
And it's never occurred to you that an Ochrana chief might want to use you to get at your Thaumaturge brother?
I thought the world didn't only revolve around you.
Let's see what he demands in return for the invitation to Svetlana's soiree.
Which, may I remind you, you very much insisted upon. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
Did Konieczkin know our father long?
Ever since you left to live with Mother in Paris. Someone clearly had to clean up after you and Novoritz. Maybe there's no point in dwelling on the past.
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the golem?
He was actually interested in Svetlana.
Explain, please, how you can be so sure.
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
And you say I'm the reckless one. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
O ye of little faith, you can trust me, sister.
I do trust you. And look how far that's gotten me.
That's a little unfair, sister. Look, why don't we leave this conversation until morning, hmm?
Good night. I'm being reckless. Where are my cigarettes?
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here. Fool. The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
We've been seeing one another more and more since you died.
Ask me about something you don't know.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I didn't ask you for anything. Certainly not for someone like Konieczkin to cover for me. I didn't make you get into bed with him. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I have left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet! Teodosia Majewska's bathhouse. Wiktoriusz speaking.
Trotsky, this is Pielewin.
I was waiting for your call, Commissioner. Go on.
They released Kajetan in the morning. I thought you'd want to know. I cleared him of all the charges, but he doesn't really care.
How did the fisherman's, I mean Clara's case end?
That's covered with investigative secrecy.
I see. And what about... Hello?
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. Unless we're still arguing.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. Maybe I'll talk to Konieczkin.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. I thought about what you were saying yesterday. Those strange phenomena related to the golem. Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started kicking, and after a moment it froze and dropped dead on the cobblestones. But it was already old. Could that have been the golem?
Recently, there's nothing I've been more sure of.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the golem to reach Father. He only found me in Warsaw that one time. I don't know how he works.
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be something in his office. Anything.
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Port Braga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirov.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is. I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than Father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, So I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the golem?
A cup fell from the table and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on! Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break from booze and trouble. Come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Jagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with...
All through our childhood we went to her for pastries. Has anything changed there?
Nothing at all. And Mrs. Jagoda continues reminiscing about you.
No.
Yes, you were the only kid in her career that ate 8 donuts, threw up, and came back for more. So, what about the filling?
With cherry.
So the argument continues. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do. What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what Father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to Father, that's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter-century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way.
Can you feel him? He moves with the bustle of the market and the rustle of sand grains around the stalls. It feels like the sun is standing at its zenith and burning mercilessly. It's a visitor from a harsh desert land. A djinn. I felt something. Where is it? Hello.
Would you like to buy some flowers? They'll steal your heart.
Have you perhaps noticed any unprecedented phenomena happening here?
Here? Mister, there's 1,001 of those happening every day. How about a flower?
Maybe some other time.
As you wish, sir.
Good day.
And it can be even better. I'll quickly find whatever it is you need, sir.
Well, I have heard that he has a reputation.
What are your wishes?
I should just tell you what I wish for.
Don't be bashful. We're all friends here.
Just name it, and I'll handle the rest.
I want freedom.
Miracles like this, I can do on the spot. What do you have free will for? You want something? Try it. If you don't try something, you'll regret it. Next time, make your wishes a little more material for me.
You grant wishes like a djinn?
Jinn? Mister, I grant any number of wishes, not some measly 3 or so. I've got jinns eating out of my hand.
And you can grant any wish?
Yeah, I heard he brought a real Persian cat from Altsova. Now that's something.
You know it. I have yet to have a customer come back dissatisfied.
I was just browsing.
Do come back now. Wishes won't grant themselves.
Have you made up your mind, sir?
I'll have one.
It will be perfect for a buttonhole.
A desert daisy. It survives even in the harshest conditions.
I didn't think you were such an expert on flowers.
Rather on people. I can't help but feel that we've already met.
Surely you're confusing me with someone else, sir.
I know what I'm talking about. You left an identical flower on one of the stalls, and you were very happy about it. You got a beautiful porcelain plate in return. And earlier, you were looking at gold watches. Fearing the seller becoming suspicious, you gave up on one of them. Should I go on?
Thaumaturge. I've heard a little something about you and your tricks. Want me to show you real magic? Help! Thief! Help!
Stop.
What are you up to, pickpocket? Stealing from flower girls? You scoundrel.
You don't like breathing through a straight nose.
Gentlemen, I didn't do anything this manipulator is accusing me of.
Everyone says that. Well, maybe not quite in this way, but...
And people lose their belongings. What about him, Yahim?
After all, you're not angry with me. I'm not the one who isn't paying you. Your anger has a different source. Go to the source.
Yahim, the truth is cruel. Unfortunately, the pickpocket is right. What's the use of tormenting some small fry when you know who this is about?
Well, I wanted to tell you a long time ago, only I was afraid that...
Yahim, lad, I would never. Come on. We'll settle things with that scum in his office. As for you, you know what'll happen if you come here again, right? You understand?
I'm already gone. Interesting. My thief was definitely here. Or could the djinn be deceiving me? Enough. Show yourself.
Welcome to the watering hole, Wanderer. Show the proper respect.
Hello. My name's Victor.
They call me Ali, and this is my well. Did you draw from it?
No.
So, what are you doing here?
I was looking for someone here, but I didn't find them.
At the zenith in the desert, it's not hard to lose your way.
Are you trying to lead me astray like a djinn?
I meet desert spirits sometimes, but I don't walk in their paths. No mortal should. I'm just Ali.
I'm following the trail of a particular thief, but so far she has eluded me. I know she passed this way.
It sounds like she's one of the jinns.
You weren't far off. Have you seen her?
I've not only seen her, I also know her. And since you showed me respect at the watering hole, I'll tell you where to find her. Go south and find washerwomen working. Your thief lives among them. Your oasis is within reach.
I'm talking to you, man.
What?
I asked why you're staring at this pump.
I'm looking for the laundry.
Well, you could use it. Both laundries are in Murov, on Crown Pass Street, south of here. No offense, but you look and sound like someone who's lost his marbles. You'd better go now. Be on your way.
Let's try. Open sesame.
How did you know the password, Ganef?
Back off, Charles. Do you even know what it means, you little shit?
I won't have no foreigner teach me Warsaw speak. It's clear you're not from around here. I can spot a wise guy from a mile off. I'll get my guys if I need to.
I know a thing or two about magic. If you don't behave, I'll turn you into a toad.
As long as you don't turn me into a Ganef.
Don't get in my way, understand?
There's nothing for you here, posh boy. Funneled everything yet, Claude? Then get lost.
Should I scrub your tongue out with soap? Who taught you such foul language? Your sister doesn't speak like this, that's for sure.
We can't afford soap, you bourgeois bastard.
Let's talk about your sister and about you. I know her name is Layla.
I'm not talking to Ganefs.
I also like potato dumplings, garnished with onions, browned in a hot pan. The kind your sister makes for you.
Stop annoying me!
I'll invite you both for some freshly kneaded dumplings, provided you tell me where Layla is.
Don't lie to me, Ganef.
That checkered blanket. You used to hide under it when your sister was arguing with your father, didn't you?
And?
I could feel how scared you were when she smuggled you in it through the Warsaw turnpikes.
Yeah, right.
A cracked window is nothing pleasant. Fall will come soon. Layla wants you to find a better place. If you don't tell me where she is, I won't be able to help you.
All right, I'll tell you. As long as it gets you out of here. She's probably at the harem. It's a local brothel, not far from here. Just don't get any ideas. She doesn't work there.
Thank you.
Ganef.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirov don't kid around with them.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
You're talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, that's the way it was. Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake? You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not telling...
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but I can...
Fair...
Harem, of course. You tried to deceive me, but it's not gonna happen. You'll be mine.
How much can I get for this loot?
We have a guest. Is it nice to eavesdrop like this?
I have business with the lady. Business that doesn't concern you.
Darling, everything here is my business. As is everything that involves this lady. If he pesters you, you know what to do. And you better behave yourself, or you'll scare away the girls.
Is he your fence?
Why, are you interested in him? Or maybe you're interested in me. I must have caught your eye.
Indeed, you have firmly lodged yourself in my eye like a splinter.
This particular feeling happens to be mutual. How did you find me?
As Ali would say, introductions come before all else. I hear you know each other. My name is Victor.
I don't know any Ali. How did you find me?
I'm a thaumaturge after all. I can find anyone, no matter how hard they try to cover their tracks.
I know. And you found me. So, what do you want?
I'm not the only one following you. There's something else. A wild saluter. It's him that I find the most interesting about you. Do you know what a djinn is?
Nothing beyond what my brother has read about him in his fairy tales.
And it's this arrogant impudence that attracts him to you.
I'm afraid it's an inborn trait.
You showed some guts when you pulled yourself and your brother out of that place with neither hope nor prospects.
I don't intend to confide in you.
You're not going to sit here forever, are you? Stealing for Tweezer won't get you and your brother out of poverty.
And what do you know about getting out of poverty, Mr. Bourgeoisie?
You have a good deal going with Tweezer, correct?
A business like any other, but I admit that I'm quite comfortable here. It's very profitable for him, too.
He took you in when you first came to the city?
Don't get any ideas. All he did was help me get back on my feet.
I'll look around here some more.
Do what you want.
It's a nice place. Why call it harem?
And why won't the Thaumaturge start answering questions instead of asking them? I wonder how it is with you lot in bed. What are those demons of yours up to then?
I'm not in the habit of confining my intimate matters to pimps.
Dullard. The prude returns. And again I find myself under the gaze of those inquisitive eyes.
Why tweezer?
'Cause it appeals to the imagination. But I've also heard a few creative variations. I think I enjoyed Squeezer the most. Get it?
I see.
It's kind of funny.
Were you here in May, during the pimp lynching?
I was. But I'm still here. Sadly, not everyone was as fortunate.
What caused the lynching?
No, kitty cat. The right question is why? However, no one knows this for sure. Some say it was anti-Semitic workers. Others say that it's provocation from the Ohrana because soldate are regulars here. Sometimes bad blood needs to be spilled to make the rabble docile again.
Luck can also be helped, right? If one has, for example, a deal with the Ohrana's provocateurs, it can make a lot of things easier.
They say that luck favors those who manage on their own. I'm alive, and the girls have a place to work. Everyone is happy. So what if the hateful mob targets all magicians tomorrow? And the only rescue for you and your friends will be to make a deal with the Ohrana. Will you help your luck then, or will you complain?
I'll never make a deal with Sadist Services.
Never say never.
I have some other questions.
There are so many more pleasant things you could do here with that mouth. But ask.
A lot happens here. It seems like an ordinary brothel, but it's managed rather creatively.
Instead of putting your hands on things, maybe start putting them on beautiful ladies. Or gentlemen. The choice is yours.
I don't know if touching anyone would tell me that Layla has been skimming from your safe.
Layla!
I'm busy.
Busy getting into my safe?
Says who?
The gold watch you lifted from the Dvor whispered to me that you're equally cautious when lifting banknotes from the safe. Not too much, either, so that no one catches on.
You talk to watches? Maybe you're a snake charmer, too.
Yes.
Anything else, charmer?
I know the combination. I know that you keep repeating it in your head when you're bored.
Did you hear me? Mind your thoughts around this one, or he'll expose you for the deviant you are.
Layla, pockets.
Come on. Is 1891 an important date?
Pockets.
That's enough, before you do something that you'll regret.
What? Did the great magician change his mind out of pity for the poor girl? I'll manage. I always do.
This time, you won't have to look after everything on your own.
Easy. I've got enough people for the both of you. Enough already. I accept these arguments. You want her, then take her. And get out of here, the both of you.
I'm not used to someone standing up for me. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I admit that I'm impressed.
You know why I'm here.
Well, yes. This djinn of yours. Is he here now? Can you see him?
I don't have to. I can see you, and I know he's around.
Are you trying to seduce me?
Forgive me, but temperamancers usually live lives of solitude, such as our nature.
Indeed.
Stand still. It will all be over soon. Her audacity certainly helped Layla and her brother tackle their fate. But it also led you down the path of transgression. Without it, you will cease to be the djinn's puppet. You're mine, almost.
Is it over? I don't feel particularly different, except that I don't want to be here anymore. I have to go back to my brother.
Will you be all right?
Yes, I'm almost certain of that. Rest. You look awful.
Good luck. Good evening.
I thought there'd be something to look at. Much ado about nothing.
Who are you? Last time, a different housekeeper came to greet me.
How about that? What? Don't you like us?
That remains to be seen. We haven't known one another long enough.
I have all I need to know who I'm dealing with.
This is Maria.
And this is Magdalena. We've all been waiting for you.
Maria and Magdalena. Very interesting. Do you work for the Nadarzyńskis?
Grigori invited us here.
He's waiting for you.
Look at you two, joined at the hip. Are you ever apart?
Rarely. We complete one another, not just in conversation.
Stop it. I'm sure he's not here to talk to us.
Then what do you want?
I've come to see Rasputin.
We know, we know.
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well.
At last, the wait is over. Here he is. Sit down, Victor.
I came because my head's hurting again.
I'll help you. I never turn you down. But first, take a seat and let me speak.
What's going on? What sort of little shindig is this?
It's an expression of gratitude.
I don't know what to say.
Have a seat, please. Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. The moment has finally come. Here too is my loyal friend, Victor Szulski. It's thanks to him that we are where we are. And we will be in the future, where we intend. My mind has long been flooded with bloody visions. In their scarlet color, the mists of the future are reflected. I see a great star falling to the blood-stained earth, and the force of its impact tears the roof from sacred temples, including the Orthodox Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, here in Praga. The earth swallows up the Iberian Gate. Kazan Cathedral stands underwater, and Notre Dame de Paris is consumed by fire. Our homeland will then be exhausted by an illness that has long eaten away at her. There's a feeble spark of hope for us. It still flickers, though it may soon go out.
No.
The heir to the throne, little Alexei Romanov, is ill. But let's not be sad. This news is joyful, as a matter of fact. Because now we know where the source of the danger is, and I can help him. I will heal the heir, just as I healed Victor, though he was bereft of hope. Isn't that true, friend?
It's true.
I still remember your eyes, resigned, pleading, and then so grateful.
If that's how you saw it.
I've helped you, just as you've helped us all. Thank you, friend.
You can count on me.
Admirable loyalty. Impressive.
You gave us a chance, and as God as my witness, I won't waste it. Healing the Tsarevich means healing something much greater. The future. A future where each of us will receive equality and respect, regardless of who we are. Free from the afflictions of the body and the soul. Living in health and its resulting ecstasy. Finally, in a future in which we can do anything, but don't have to do anything. Offering unhindered freedom. To the Thaumaturge's health.
I'd rather not wake up to sights like that. My head's about to explode.
You didn't want Ligia to see you in such a state.
In that case, it could have been one of my best decisions.
Looking at the events of last night may be the only right one. Time to get up. Get yourself together, and we'll talk later.
Sleep is a waste of time.
There you are, finally.
Listen, I really can't handle this anymore.
Well, I'm not going to refuse you.
Grigori?
Where did you find that salutor? In the Sahara?
It's a djinn.
A master of wishes in his own form. Quickly, Victor, before he buries us both. Focus on your wish. Extraordinary. He doesn't threaten you anymore. Your wish is his command.
Do you have a moment?
For you, always.
This whole farce, the thank yous, what's it all for? What intentions do you have toward me?
Intentions? That we become friends and help one another, and complement one another. I have skills that you don't, and vice versa. I'm not hiding anything from you, Victor.
This place looked different. The Nadarzyskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will, and with their blessing.
Not all of them are as favorable to you as your hosts. Their housekeeper quit.
Well, Jesus had opponents too.
And look how it worked out for him. You're aiming high.
The highest. Anything else you want to share?
People believe in you. Yesterday, I felt as though I was part of some kind of cult.
People are everything, Victor. And we are almost like a family. Better, because we're joined by choice, not by blood. We're harbingers of the change that will soon take place. I'm only a guide lighting our way. If there's something still on your mind, speak up.
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
We all come from different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
How did you manage to convince a Tsarist officer to come to you?
He came of his own accord, like all of you. Lazarev has great potential. He's exceptionally eager. He senses that his country is sick, and he'd like to solve the problem. Is there more you need to know?
Maria is calculated. She stays close because in you she sees a chance for a better life.
And what's wrong with that? I respect that. I don't demand that you all gaze upon me like a sacred icon. But loyalty? There are all sorts of ways a person can win that for themselves. Anything else?
Magdalena still hasn't rid herself of her youthful naivete. I think she's honestly fallen in love with you.
Are you surprised she has? Many a love has had such a beginning. She's a good girl. Let's not hold that against her.
Aniela is unknowable, and Lucian is unhappy about the changes taking place in her.
Aniela has completely given up her lust for my sake. She'd rather just pray and pray. I respect that greatly, but I must share my time with others. Do you think that Lucian is jealous about the time his wife devotes to me?
It's possible.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking and asking.
Enough about these people.
I'm at your service, Victor. Ask for what you want.
I'll leave you alone. I've got business.
Go in health, friend.
Well, well.
Anything...
Vampire.
It's what?
Hello.
It's you.
I see you're not interested in small talk, so let's pick up where we left off last time. Where are you hiding, my beautiful Kelpie? You rescued him when he wanted to end things, but you took advantage of his condition to feed on his flaw. I think it's time for him to be rid of you. The river giveth, and the river taketh away. Why am I doing this? What do I need you for? No, this is not true. Not true, not true, not true. I'm too close. I've dealt with better ones than you. You're mine.
What was that? What happened?
You relished your freedom. It made you dizzy, and I guess you fainted.
Okay. Now I would like to clean up. I need to air the place because it reeks. Worse than the cell.
Do you have a moment?
For you, always.
I need your help. Again.
And I won't turn you down again. Her sadness. Heartbreakingly cold.
How can we tame her?
Stop fighting her.
What?
There's no need to resist. Go to her. Let me soothe this melancholy. Let it engulf you.
That wasn't too hard. Nothing can be kept secret from me.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Victor, promise me that the whispers of these saluters of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your father.
I promise, Mother. I'd rather not change at all, much less into Father. You'll see!
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime. I remember there was someone else here. He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet. Yes, maybe he was right.
Hey, you with the book! Tell them they can't keep us here against our will!
Go back to the ward. I'm telling you for the last time. The examination's not over.
Man, this is a prison state. Even quacks will lock you up.
You better stay out of this. Take it from me.
Is it all because patients won't get examined anymore?
My friend felt under the weather, so we came. But look at him now. Sound as a bell.
You came. They brought you on a cart, half dead. Probably after some kind of subversion.
This is slander.
It's better if they stay longer. For examination. You understand?
I understand. They should stay here for their own good.
You scum! You're siding with the quacks? What kind of patriot are you? Get here!
With this simple trick, I can save some chloroform.
people of Praga. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot do that.
You're not going to tell us what we can and cannot do, Russian minion. This is our home.
We won't have you bring Satan into our homes.
What's the reason for this commotion?
Have you been living under a rock? People's souls are at stake here.
You bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Praga district must and will get access to a modern sewage system.
Everybody here knows this is nothing more than a Jewish plot to control upright citizens. Freemasonry.
Everybody knows that.
Good people, progress is inevitable, whether you want it or not. Warsaw cannot stay the continent's backwater forever.
Your kind has always tried to delude us.
How about we check your foreskin?
We'll hold our ground, the chosen people.
Your methods might be unorthodox, but it's the effect that counts, right?
Thank you.
It's nothing, really.
I haven't seen you here before, young man. You look exhausted. What brings you here?
I must have gotten lost. I don't know yet where my path is taking me.
Are you a believer?
Be warned, I'm not religious.
And yet, your feet brought you here. I sense you have doubts, questions, so ask.
What is the Church's position on Thaumaturgy?
That's a fairly difficult subject. There is hope for all, even for those who live in great sin.
So, in your opinion, Father, being a Thaumaturge is a sin?
It's not up to me to say what's a sin and what isn't, but there's hope for everyone, young man.
I'll be off. I'm sure you have.
I'll be here if you want to talk. And remember, darkness does not exist without light. If your demons are real, then so is God who cursed them. Are there any other
You're an exorcist, aren't you? I've heard you regularly drive Satan out of people here.
Yes, it's true.
Does it often work?
If the flame of doubting Thomas flickers inside you, you can soon witness the miracle of exorcism with your own eyes. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you really believe that nonsense, Father? That demons dwell inside people? Is that calculation or habit?
I think we aren't so different from one another. I don't question the existence of your demons, Thaumaturge.
I had to ask.
Is there still something troubling you?
Do you know Grigory Rasputin, Father? He also visited this place not long ago.
Rasputin. I haven't seen him here, but yes, I know him, and I remember him well. It's impossible to forget someone like that.
How do you know one another?
From back in Petersburg, he was looking for protection, posing as a great preacher, but I was suspicious of him. He was nothing more than an ordinary charlatan. Just talking about that man sullies the palate with sin. Why do you ask about him?
No reason. You get some peculiar guests here, Father.
There is room in God's house for everyone.
It's no secret that Tsarina Alexandra is particularly God-fearing. Do you know her well?
As well as a confessor can.
So, quite well.
If you're looking for gossip about Her Imperial Majesty, you've come to the wrong place. There are plenty of people at Rozhitsky Bazaar eager for such chit-chat. I feel as though this is not an accidental meeting.
I'll be off. I'm sure you have more urgent matters to attend to, Father.
I'll be here if you want to talk. And remember, darkness does not exist without light. If your demons are...
The plan is simple. Bashka has a stand around the corner where she sells moonshine. You've got the money, I've got the will, everything fits. The evening is set. Then, the bald guy looks to his left, looks to his right, and pooh! Smacks the cop right in the face.
Name?
Shulsky.
From those Shulskis? Well, well, your daddy will be happy.
Just like my daddy when he hears that I've been leading little Victor down the wrong path again.
Shut your mouth, punk, or my deputy will put a precautionary bullet in your right butt cheek.
Aboris wanted to show me his father's store. He picked a bad moment. I didn't need Thaumaturge to feel his shame at that moment. We can go. Now I'm ashamed of what I felt back then. I felt superior.
Anyone can win today. Try your luck and play.
Don't give up, ma'am. You'll get lucky this time.
And you, sir? How can I help you?
What's the game?
Good sir, let me explain. 3 cups, 1 shell. To find it is to win. Simple enough, right?
Except I've lost 3 times already.
I'd love to play. Who knows, maybe I'll have more luck.
You have to wait, I'm afraid. It's the lady's turn.
Take a shot, ma'am. Fortune favors the brave.
All right, let's do it.
Come back later, sir.
You know you've been tricked by a crook. Or even 2.
What? How is that possible?
Why don't you go, ma'am? This isn't your lucky day.
And now we'll have a talk with you, smart Alec.
We'll teach you not to harass hard-working fiddlers. Get him!
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
This one's taken.
What?
Bullshit, magician. Don't throw your weight around, or we'll take you to people who'll burn you at the stake.
I heard they're gathering wood already.
Take it back and maybe I let you live.
Look at him! That's what I'm talking about. Harassing good people, Satan's spawn.
Driver, stay here. This won't take long.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Victor, my old man will kill me when he finds out this was our doing.
Don't go yellow on me now, brother. First off, it wasn't our doing, it was mine.
Victor, get it through your fucking head. I don't give a fuck about the Shulsky family money. This is a matter of my pops and my honor.
All right already, calm down. I have a different plan.
What plan? Because if Sataniswaf is involved, I'm out!
Calm down, it's not like that, but we have to get into his office. I don't want to see it. We didn't realize what we were doing. We were still children. Mieszko Sycemin was a scoundrel. He ruined many people's lives. This is my pride. The same you clung to, barely discovered, but it was what pushed me into it. It got the better of me at the time. And we were like that, with every thaumaturge enslaved by their flaw. I was tormented by guilt for a long time, but eventually, that event made me who I am today, didn't it?